Yes, I am coming. So please give me 2 more minutes. Promos Jixer YT. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Okay, I will start soon. I will start soon. Nothing. I'm just adding how many subscribers we have in our channel to show you. Okay, from live stream. So please give me some time. We will start our actual session now. Once it is completed. Okay. So please let me have a look. You guys can also look what I'm doing from backend. Okay, I'm just trying to add to show you how many subscribers actually our channel is having. Okay, so that one I am putting currently. So please guys, 1 second. Why it is not showing? I guess. Okay, it is not showing now. Okay, we will start then. Okay, no issues. I will add it later then. Okay. Yeah. So today I am going to start our actual session that is called as manual testing series part of 05. Today concept is software testing lifecycle. Okay, we are going to discuss about all the phases, what are all we have. Okay, what are all the things we have, we will see it later. Okay, yeah, I will tell Promos Jixer. So now it's not the correct place, so where I am from, so we will discuss it later. Okay, I will definitely let you know because I have already updated this one of our live streams. Okay, thank you so much for visiting the channel, and make sure that you have already covered our yesterday topic, so where I have discussed lots of concepts from manual testing series. Okay, so please try to stay in this live stream, so where I am going to discuss about software testing lifecycle, which is very important interview question during your interviews. Okay, interviewer will definitely ask you the question called what is STLC and what are all the different phases we have. Okay, he don't ask different phases, he will directly ask you what is STLC exactly. So then we are going to tell him with all the phases, what are all the different phases are available, and also we are going to show him in detail one by one. Okay, so please guys, please subscribe to my channel if you are new to here, and also our channel is very nearer to the 1k subscribers. Let's make it happen by this weekend. Okay, so we are almost 920 subscribers over. So far only 80 subscribers are required. Okay, so please guys, okay, we will start once enough people get joined today. Okay, we will start soon once enough people get joined. So before that, let me make some paint for this software testing life cycle. What are all the different phases we have, we will discuss one by one in this session. Okay, so please support the channel and please support all our videos including live sessions as well, which will really helps our channel to grow more in upcoming days from YouTube point of view. At the same time, I am providing very useful content for you people. Please try to utilize all these sessions what I am conducting on daily basis. Okay, so please guys, let's make it happen. Okay, so give me, yeah, once enough people joined, we will start the session, no problem. Okay, that is STLC. Okay, that is STLC and size is 24. Let me keep STLC. Okay, come on guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, and also please ask if you have any questions via automation or Selenium. Okay, I will try to explain up to my level best. Okay, so based upon your questions I am going to explain you. Okay, please let me know guys. If you have any questions also, you can ask from the live chat before I am going to start the session. Okay, because in middle if you are asking, we don't have proper time to discuss, so that's why I am telling you, if I am not discussing any concept, please ask me during that time. We will discuss it as much as possible. Okay, about that particular question, and also if you have any other questions also you can ask, no problem, we will discuss everything. Okay, sure guys. So now I'm going to start. So actually I'm designing something, what are the different phases we have, so that's why I'm taking time here. Okay, test design and is our next one, test execution, and the next one here is which one, test closure. Okay, so please like the stream and please join with me on daily basis after 7:30 p.m. on weekdays. Okay, if it is weekend we will conduct 2 sessions per day, likewise Saturday and Sunday we will get 4 sessions. Okay, so I will explain each and everything during our sessions. Most probably I will start automation part on Monday, coming Wednesday, I mean day after tomorrow. So this is a very important concept, so that's why it is taking time to explain each and everything. Okay, nothing behind apart from that. Okay, test analysis, test design. I think I'm just drawing, guys, please. Test to design, test execution. We have test closure. Yes, I'm going to start it now. Confirm me whether are we able to see my screen or not. Okay, one second. Okay, so now paint, where is the paint? Okay, so let me disable this one as well. Okay, so this is our actual session today, that is called as software testing life cycle. Okay, that is called as software testing life cycle. Yeah, from which concepts you will teach automation? Actually, based upon our last live session, so where I conducted for Selenium automation testing tool for beginners or freshers. So from that concept only I am going to continue wherever I left it off. Thank you so much asking for the questions, Raghavendra. I did not see your messages as of now, just now I saw. Thank you so much for participating in this live session. Yeah, soon I will start live session on day after tomorrow, because we have to very clear about these manual concepts. Anyway, we started already, almost we completed 4 parts from the manual testing series. So maybe you can expect today one series, today one part, and tomorrow we are going to have our last part, that is called as part 06. So I will try to complete this manual testing series by tomorrow session. By by Wednesday and Thursday we can conduct the live sessions on our daily timings only at 7:30 p.m. Okay, so please guys, please try to understand why I am not telling. Okay, so I know this manual testing is getting more day by day, but it is my responsibility to make everyone clear from all the things. Okay, or from all perspectives. So please try to understand and please stay with me. Okay, if you like this live session, please drop a like, and also if you don't like also, please drop a don't like, no issues, which will helps me to improve myself while explaining the concepts. Okay, so as I said, this software testing life cycle is very most important interview question, either it is for freshers or either it is for experienced candidates as well. Okay, this is a basic question, so where everyone is getting during their interviews. Okay, so please try to understand the concept what I am discussing currently. Okay, here what is STLC means? Here STLC stands for software testing life cycle. Okay, STLC stands for software testing life cycle. Okay, which will explain the various activities involved in testing an application. Okay, this software testing life cycle will explain various activities involved in testing an application or during testing an application. In simple words, we can call it as a QA process. Okay, QA process is also called as software testing life cycle. Okay, so QA process is also called as software testing life cycle. Okay, are you clear till this point? Software testing lifecycle means which will explain the various activities involved in testing an application. In simple words, we can call this software testing lifecycle as QA process. Okay, software testing lifecycle as QA process, right? So whether it is visible? Okay, software testing lifecycle also called as QA process. Okay, software testing lifecycle is also called as QA process. Okay, software testing life cycle is also called as QA process. Okay, software testing life cycle or QA process, right? So here if you can see what I'm sharing to you, there are different phases, means various activities. These are all the various activities mainly involved, okay, mainly involved during your testing the application. Okay, during testing of your application, these are all the main activities while testing your application. So under that, if you can see this diagram, the first phase here is test planning. I forgot to add that one. So there is one more phase, the beginning phase, that is called as test planning. Okay, that is called as test planning. Okay, I forget to add it here. That phase is called as test planning, or the activity is called as test planning. Okay. Okay, this is our first phase, that is called as test planning. Then followed by we have one more state or one more phase or one more activity, that is called as test analysis, followed by test design, followed by test execution, followed by test closure. Okay, this is test closure, not UE, this is test closure. Okay, so here during our test planning, okay, during our test planning, what exactly this test planning means? It is the first place in software testing where project manager, QA manager defines the test strategy. Okay, this is the first activity during our software testing, where project manager and QA manager defines the test strategy here. Okay, where QA manager and project manager will defines the test strategy. Based upon this test strategy, team lead defines the test plans. Okay, once QA manager and project manager defines the test strategy, based upon that strategy, team lead is going to defining the test plans. Okay, are you clear about this test plan? What exactly it is test planning means? Test planning is the first activity in software testing where QA manager or project manager defines the test strategy. Okay, based upon this strategy only, team lead is going to define all the test plans. Okay, first of all, what exactly this test strategy means here? Okay, what exactly this test strategy means? It is a high level plan. Okay, it is a high level plan and approach defined by the project manager or QA manager for testing a project. Okay, it is a high level plan. Okay, it is a high level plan which is decided by the QA manager or project manager. They are going to define for testing a project. Okay, define for a testing a project. So based upon his QA manager and project manager strategy, this team lead is going to define the test plans. That is all about test planning phase here. So inside that we have many things to discuss. Inside this test plan document, or what is exactly this test plan means? It is a detailed work plan that will explains. Okay, test plan is a detailed work plan that will explains about scope of testing. This test plan will explain about test approach. This test plan will explain about resources. This test plan will explain about test deliverables. This test plan will explain about work schedules. Okay, this test plan will explain about scope of testing is the first point, test approach is the second point. Here testing deliverables is the third point, resources is the fourth point, work schedules is the fifth point. So these are all the detailed work plan which are explaining about actual test plan. Okay, so here test strategy means, okay, where QA manager and project manager defining some test strategy, right? What exactly this test strategy means? It is a high level plan and approach defining by the project manager or QA manager for each and every project. Okay, based upon this test strategy, what is decided by QA manager and project manager, team lead is going to define the test plans. Okay, what exactly here the test plan means? It is a detailed work plan that will explains about scope of testing, work schedules, test deliverables, resources and test approach. So here what exactly this scope of testing means? So here scope of testing means what to test and what not to test. It will define about the scope of testing. Okay, during our application functionality testing, there are some things to be tested and some things not to be tested, and some things which are not required at all to test. Okay, that one we will discuss during this scope of testing. Okay, so then you coming to the work schedules, at what time we are going to deliver, at what time we are going to make any some changes while doing testing. So these and all will comes under work schedules. Then coming to the resources. So what is the resources means how many number of resources are required to test this particular application. Okay, what are the different software resources required to test this application, what are the different hardware resources required for this testing this application. These are all comes under the resources planning. When you come to test approach means what exactly this test approach, that is also called as some procedure. Okay, test approach is also called some procedure where we need to follow. Inside that, what to test first, what to test next, and when to stop and when to start, these are all we are going to make in test approach. Okay, and coming to the scope of testing, what to test and what not to test, these are all some detailed work plan which will defines about test plan document. Okay, which will defines about test plan documents. In simple words, a test plan act like a guideline document. Okay, in simple words we can tell this test plan as a, okay, we can tell this test plan like a guideline document, and it will acts like a roadmap for testing a project. Okay, in simple words we can tell this test plan like it will act like a guideline document, and also this test plan will act like a roadmap for testing a project. That is all about the test plan here. Okay, that is all about the test plan. Before moving to the next question or next phase, if you have any questions, please ask me in the live chat. I will be there to explain you in detail. If you want one more time, I will try to explain, no issues. Okay, but my intention is the people who are watching currently, they have to understand what I am telling. If you are good at here, then no problem, we will move to our next phase, that is called as test analysis. If not, you can raise your questions from the live chat. Okay, please guys, please let me know. I will give you 2 minutes of time. You can let me know from the live chat, no issues. But I have to explain each and every phase in a clear way so that you people will understand it properly. Please guys. Please guys, you can ask the questions. If you don't have, also let me know. So I will start discussing about the next phase, that is called test analysis. Before starting the test analysis, I want to show you, okay, I want to show you what exactly this test plan template. Okay, I want to show you what exactly this test plan template, or how this test plan template will looks like. And also there is one more interview question, that is called as, do you involved on designing a test plan? Okay, did you involved on designing your test plan document? This question is important for every experienced candidates. Okay, if you don't have experience also, if you don't know about this test plan also, you can simply say in a smarter way to your interviewer, saying that little I know about this test plan, but I did not get a chance to work or to do it fully. Okay, you can explain in this way if you don't know the answer for what exactly this test plan document, or did you get any chance to create a test plan template, or are you part of creating test plan template or not. So sir, what is answer? No, as of now I am discussing the same, right? Yeah, what he will ask, do you involved in test plan creation? So if you, okay, if you don't know about this particular answer, okay, so what you need to tell, I have little knowledge about this one, but I don't get any chance to create a test plan or to do it fully. You can explain in this way. Test plan means what we discussed, right? So all the concepts or all the theory you can explain what exactly this test plan. So first point here is it is a first place in the software testing life cycle where project manager or QA manager will define some test strategy. Based upon this test strategy only, this team lead is going to define all the test cases. So here test strategy means it is a high level. Okay, here test strategy means it is a high level higher manager do this project manager. No, even if you have experience also you need to do it. Okay, if you are a fresher, not required. For experienced candidates I am telling, if you face this question, if you don't have knowledge about this one, you can tell him like the same way what I explained here. Okay, so here what is test strategy means it is a high level plan and approach defined by the project manager or QA manager for testing a project. Okay, during this test plan there are, it is a detailed work plan which will explains about scope of testing, test approach, resources and test deliverables and work schedules. Okay, it is a detailed work plan where this test plan document will explain about scope of testing, test approach, resources, test deliverables and work schedules. Okay, so when if interviewer will ask you did you involved in test plan means, if you involved you can explain in detail if you are an experienced guy, because experienced people only will get to closely work with this test plan document creation. If not, you can tell him like, even if you are an experienced candidate also, if you don't have or knowledge or about this test plan means creation means, you can explain him like, little I know the concept what I discussed so far. We can tell him in that way, little I know about the test plan, but I did not get a chance to do it fully or to create this test plan document fully. Okay, you can tell him in this smarter way. Okay, so that he will agree that one. Okay, but make sure that you are going to explain about this test plan completely during your interview, what exactly this test plan and what are all the different things it is going to explain about. Okay, so next, I am going to discuss about test analysis here. Okay, so here what is test analysis exactly? Okay, what is test analysis? So here in this test analysis phase we are going to analyze the, okay, as a tester we are going to analyze the given software requirement specification or functional requirement specification documents to understand the project. Okay, during this test analysis phase, as a testers we are going to analyze the given software requirement specification document and also given functional requirement specification document to understand the project. Okay, that is the first line about test analysis. During this test analysis phase, as a testers we are going to analyze the given functional requirement specification document and also we are going to analyze the software requirement specification document. Okay, once if you started analyzing or once you completed analyzing, so you will get some queries or questions, right? So if there are any questions occurred during your test analysis, okay, so that should be recorded or that should be noted in the form of requirement clarification note. Okay, whenever you are getting some questions or queries while analyzing the test results, while analyzing the test or while analyzing the, sorry, once if you completed the analysis of tests or once during your analyzing, okay, you can find the difference here. I'm also getting some confusion here. Okay, so during your analysis or once if you completed analysis, so you will get some questions, right? So these questions you are going to note it down in some root clarification or sorry requirement clarification note kind of thing is there. So in that document only you are going to write all the questions whatever you got during your analyzing of the tests. Okay, and these questions are clarified by the team lead. Okay, whatever the questions you are getting during your test analysis, so these questions you are going to check with your team lead. Okay, finally by end of the test analysis phase, tester should have knowledge on product and end user requirements. Okay, the questions what you are getting during our test analysis you are going to check with your team lead. Okay, you are going to check with your team lead, and once if you completed the analysis, finally by the end of the test analysis phase, testers should have knowledge about the product. Okay, should have knowledge about the product or project and end user requirements also. Okay, once if you complete the test analysis, you will get complete information, or you will completely understanding the project or the given product, and also you can completely understand the customer requirements as well, or end user requirements as well. So here I mentioned there are some specific there are some documents to be analyzed, right, during this test analysis phase. So what are those documents? That is SRS document, that is system or software required specification document, and one more thing is FRS stands for functional requirement specification. So first I will tell you about what exactly this system or software requirement specification, which will contains the functional requirements and also which will contains the non-functional requirements and other technical requirements in brief way. Okay, this SRS document will contain the information about the required software, and also that information will contain about the hardware requirement, and also that information will contain some functional requirements and non-functional requirements and some other technical requirements in a brief way. That is called as software requirement specification. What exactly required to test this product, that information you are getting in the form of software or system requirement specification document. Okay, so once that is done, as I told, there is one more document. The document is called as FRS document. What exactly here FRS means? Functional requirement specification document. So here FRS stands for functional requirement specification document. Okay, so here it will explain all the features of the product in detail. It will explain all the functionalities of the product in detail. That document is called as functional requirement specification document. Okay, so these are the two documents during our test analysis we are going to use to understand the complete project. If you are finding any questions or if you are finding any queries, means you are going to discuss with your team lead. He is going to provide you the solution, but you have to note down all your questions in requirement clarification note document. Okay, you don't directly ask to your lead, I am getting this query, I have this question, can you please help me on this one? No, that is not the good practice. But first you need to maintain one document that is called as requirement clarification note, where you are going to update all your queries after completion of test analysis. Based upon your questions, this this test lead is going to answer you with all the details. Okay, so that is about test analysis phase. Okay, so that is about test analysis phase. So as I mentioned here, what exactly this which one, what exactly this requirement clarification note, where you are going to write all your queries before asking to your lead. That one I am going to discuss with you currently. That is called as RCN, that is requirement clarification note. What exactly it is? Okay, RCN is one of the QA process template which is used to record the questions that occurred during the test analysis, and also to update the clarifications updated by team lead, okay, or given by the team lead. Okay, as we discussed so far, if you have any questions during our test analysis phase, we are going to write it down in which document? The document is RCN document, which means requirement clarification note document. So what exactly this RCN is doing here means, it is one of the QA process template. Okay, there is some template which is especially for requirement clarification note. Okay, which is used to record the questions that occurred during your test analysis phase, and also to update the clarifications given by the team lead. For example, if you find or found three to four questions during our during our test analysis, so by using of this requirement clarification note, you are going to update your questions and sending to your lead. Once lead go through your all the documents, through all your questions, so he will update in that phase only, then he will send it back to you, which means that questions or answers are updated by lead for the questions what you have asked. Okay, this is all about RCN document, that is called as requirement clarification note document. Okay, then coming to the next phase, that is called as test design. Okay, so in this phase, okay, in this test design phase, testers will prepare various test specifications. Okay, as a testers we are going to prepare various types of specifications, such as we will write some test scenarios, and also we are going to write some test cases, and also we are going to write some test scenarios summary reports, and also we are going to write some test data, and also we are going to write some test case summary report, and also we are going to write some requirement traceability matrix for the effective testing. So let me draw diagrams for this test design phase, what exactly tester is going to preparing here. Okay, so under this test design phase, okay, under this test design phase, first let me write down like this. So that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, during this test design phase there are 6 things as a testers they are going to specify. These are the various specifications as a tester we are going to specify. Okay, so here, as I said, the first specification here is, the first design here is test scenarios. Okay, we are going to test scenarios, write some test scenarios, right? And also we are going to write some test scenario summary reports. Based upon the test scenario we are going to create some test cases, right? So at the same time we are going to update the status for the test scenarios which we created, whether it is completed or not. So those and all we are going to update in test scenario summary report. Okay, test scenario summary report, right? Test scenario summary report. Okay, that will tell you about this one, what are all the scenarios we have covered. So once the test cases creation got completed, then we are going to update all the scenarios summary, whether it is completed or not. So that's the reason why we have this test scenario summary report. In this particular summary report only we are going to specify the status, whether the scenario got completed or not. Okay, so then coming to the next one. Okay, so like how we have this test scenarios and test summary report creation, in the same way we have test cases, and also in the same way we have test case summary report as well. Okay, test cases, we are going to write some test cases, or we are going to specify the test cases, right? So this is for test cases. In the same way we have test cases summary report as well. Okay, test cases summary report as well. Okay, test cases summary report as well, which will tells you about what are all the test cases got completed. We are going to update in this particular test cases summary report document. Okay, so now where we are going to specify our test data, the test data what we are going to add into our application, the test data what we are using it for our testing at our application, those details we are going to update in which document, the document name called as test data document. Okay, so once this is done we are getting this test summary. Once the test case has got completed we are getting this test cases summary report. To do all these test cases and scenarios, first we need some test data, right? So that's why I have written here this one. Okay, so once this is also done, we have one more is there, that is requirement traceability matrix for effective testing. We need to note down all the, like there are some P1 scenarios or P2 scenarios or P3 scenarios, like high priority scenarios are there, low priority scenarios are there. So based upon the priorities we are going to make some document that is called as requirement traceability matrix. So I will discuss about this concept in upcoming time on the same video today. Okay, give me some time, I will cover that concept as well, what exactly this requirement traceability matrix means. Okay, so I will discuss after completion of this STLC fully. Okay, so here we have one more thing that is called as RTM, that is called as requirement traceability matrix. Okay, requirement traceability matrix. Okay, so these are all the 6 things where we are going to specify during our testing. Okay, the first one here is test scenarios, second one here is test cases, then the third one here is test summary report, scenario summary report, and the fourth one here is test case summary report, and the fifth one here is test data, and the last one here is which one, requirement traceability matrix. Okay, totally we are having 6 various specifications. The first one here is test scenarios, Then the next one here is test cases. In the same way we have test scenario summary report. In the same way we have test case summary report as well. In the same way we have test data, and we have RTM as well. Okay, I will write it down here then. Okay, RTM, it is called as requirement traceability matrix. I will explain you later in this session about this requirement traceability matrix. Okay, so this is called as test design phase. So first we will discuss about what exactly this test scenario means. Okay, first we will discuss about what exactly this test scenario means. Can anyone mention what exactly this test scenario from the live chat, which will really helps me a lot to explain you more in detailed way. Okay, please interact with me what exactly this test scenario. Before that, everyone is clear till this point or not, that one also let me know from the live chat. If not, I will continue on the explanation about what exactly the test scenario means. Okay, please try to provide your answers in the live chat, guys, please, which will really helps me to interact with you. Please try to utilize what I am asking from live chat. Okay, what is test scenario? Please try to answer for this question. If you don't know also, no problem, I am going to explain you in a clear way. Okay, please try to explain. Okay, what is test scenario? Please, guys, if we are consuming time means it is getting late. Before that only you can please mention your answers from the live chat. Okay, hi Samir, are you there? If you are there, please let me know your answer. And also Raghavendra and a few people are there who are joining our session daily. Okay, please answer for my question here. What is test scenario exactly? Okay, come on guys, please let me know from the live chat. Your interaction really helps me a lot to explain you in detailed way. Test scenario means what to test. Okay, Sonali Gunjal, thank you so much for visiting the channel. Thank you so much for your support towards our channel. I am really appreciating all of your participation during this live session. Okay, if you want any videos from our channel, I have already uploaded many videos which are related to automation and manual. Even I have discussed about database testing as well. You can check those videos as well. Okay, so single line statements of features, that is provided by Ankita Patil. Thank you so much for providing your answer. And Sonali Gunjal mentioned that test scenario means what to test. Okay, test scenario means what to test. And other one here mentioned as test scenario means what to test. Pooja mentioned here. Thank you so much, Pooja, for your response from the live chat. Okay, so here, yeah, exactly what two people are mentioned, that is correct answer only. But we can, yeah, Ankita Patil also, yeah, you are also telling the correct answer, Ankita Patil. Thank you so much for all of you, three people who uh, given response to my question. Thank you so much. So now you can explain it in a better way. Okay, a feature to be tested or a functionality to be tested, I have agreed till this point. Okay, that where you are going to test the application which is in under test. Okay, a feature to be tested or a functionality to be tested in the application which is in under test, that is called as test scenario. In simple words, okay, in simple words, what else we can tell, what to test, that is called as test scenario. Yeah, thank you so much, thank you so much. Yeah, everyone got to know the answer what you told, that is the correct answer only. A feature to be tested or a functionality to be tested in the application. Where exactly this application, that is in under testing phase only. Okay, we need to mention a feature to be tested or a functionality to be tested which is in the application under test, that is called as test scenario. In simple words, how we can tell what to be tested, that is called as test scenario. I will give you some example of scenarios for calculator application. So here, checking the addition, that is one scenario. Checking the subtraction, that is one scenario. Checking the multiplication, that is one scenario. Checking the division, that is one scenario. Okay, so these are all the different scenarios about the calculator application. We can check an addition, we can check subtraction, we can check multiplication, we can check division. And also there is some IRCTC application. What are the different scenarios to test that particular IRCTC application? Okay, what I will do, for a new user registration, I need to check login user, sorry, login scenario. Okay, once new user got registered, there is one scenario that is called as login page scenario or login functionality scenario. That is one scenario for IRCTC application. And also login check for already existing user, okay, which already registered, right? So we are going to write some scenario for that one as well. And also we are going to write one scenario for checking booking a train ticket. Okay, this scenario is also called as checking a train booking or booking a train ticket. Okay, so next, checking the cancellation of a ticket or testing the scenario called cancellation of a ticket. So these are all the test scenarios for IRCTC. These are all the examples what I mentioned. Based upon that, you can write the test scenarios. Okay, test scenarios for IRCTC application here is login checking for new user who is going to first time registering his account. Okay, so then checking for a login scenario where the application is already using from a couple of years back. And also checking whether a train is booking or not, that is also one scenario. And checking once if I book any ticket, so I want to cancel the ticket, so we can also test that scenario as well. These are all the different scenarios for IRCTC application, but I provided you it like an example only. Okay, you can write some scenarios by taking so many applications are available, that is WhatsApp. Even you can write a scenario for your mobile phone, which type of mobile phone you are using, either it will be Android or it will be iOS or Apple mobile or any mobile, Realme or some things. I mean, many mobiles are available in the market, right? Even you can write some scenarios about your house also. Okay, so these are all the some sample scenarios where we can practice on writing the scenarios, because manual tester have to be good at writing the test scenarios. Okay, based upon the scenarios only he is going to write the test cases, that is will comes under test design phase. Okay, so moving. Okay, so I will show you. Okay, it's not possible to show you now, but there is some test scenario template also there. So what are the different it's better I can show you with an example of Excel document so that you can understand it easily. Okay, so let me take one Excel document here. Okay, let me take one Excel application, so where I am going to create one new workbook so that I will show you. Okay, no issues. So that I will show you what exactly how this test scenario report will looks like. Okay, please. Okay, window capture, Excel. Okay, 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 now you are able to see, right? I don't want this unwanted or not required part. Oh, it is not possible to reduce the size. Okay, no problem. Yeah, now I am going to show you from here how the test scenario report will looks like. Okay, or test scenario template we can call it as. Okay, because we are using so many documents, right? We need to consider all those as templates only, whether it is test case template or test plan template or test scenario template also. Okay, we need to call it as templates only. Okay, so here I am going to show you about which one, test scenario summary report. Okay, test scenario summary report, right? Let me zoom a little so that you can easily look into the columns what I am mentioning here. First, okay, first will be your project name will display here. Okay, the first will looks like your project name. Okay, first will be looks like your project name, followed by what? For example, Selenium. Okay, project name is Selenium here, and there are some document references. Okay, so there are some document references. Okay, there are some document references. So what does this document references field contains means, so it will contain the version of that particular module. Okay, it will tell you about, for example, functional requirement specification document version number 20. Okay, version number 20 is the document reference column here. Okay, it is the value for document references column. So then going to the next one. So here who is going to prepare this one? I am going to prepare, or I prepared this document. We need to mention our name here, prepared by. This one is tech automation is prepared this particular scenario document, that is test scenario template. So once that is done, there is one more field called as when it is prepared. Okay, when this document got prepared, we need to mention prepare date. Okay, the value here is today date, you can mention here, that is 12/09/2022. Okay, that is 12/09/2022. So this is the header part for each and every test scenario document. Okay, so next, so what we are going to do now, so from here to till, let me add some borders. Okay, let me add some borders. Okay, so from till this fourth row, tell about what exactly this test scenario summary report. Okay, so next, or test scenario template, not summary report, sorry, it is a test scenario report, and what are all the different scenarios we have tested, we are going to test it. Okay, actually this is a scenario column, so followed by some serial number, scenario serial number I can mention here. Okay, scenario serial number or scenario ID or anything. Okay, scenario ID I can mention, no problem. So next, what exactly, on which module, for which module you have created this scenario, at the same time what are the requirements. Okay, what are the requirement you are having this one. Okay, so then what exactly the description about this test scenario. Okay, we need to define that one as well. Okay, this is a sample document where I am going to show you currently. Okay, this is a sample document which I am going to which I am showing you currently. This is a test scenario description, and at the last we have one priority. Okay, so we are going to provide the priorities as well. Okay, we are going to provide the priorities as well in this columns. Okay, thick top and thick and double bottom border, or which one I can take here, all borders only, no problem. Okay guys, are you understanding what I am discussing currently? Please let me know guys, if you are able to understand, please let me know. So this is how a test scenario template looks like. I am getting confusion between test scenario and test scenario summary. Okay, so sorry for that. This is how a test scenario template will looks like. So the first section will describe about what exactly this scenario, this document is for, and which module exactly these scenarios what we provided for. And you can see these column names. First it will tell you about the test scenario IDs. For example, the test scenario ID here is 001 and test scenario 002. If you go to the next column also, it will be like the same only. Okay, so likewise it will be followed by 03. So on which module you are doing this one. Okay, for example, this is for login module. For example, this is for homepage module. Okay, for example, this is for which module, logout module. Okay, so then requirement reference means, so here what exactly this login will contain. Okay, so what exactly this homepage will contain, what exactly this logout will contain, means a login will contain username and password. These are the required things, right? A homepage will contain, if you consider any online shopping application, like if you consider Amazon product, on the home page you can see electronics tab, you can see home appliances, you can see baby products, you can see fashion, you can see men's, you can see women's, you can see electronic gadgets, you can see furnitures, you can see bedroom related things. Okay, so those are all we are going to define in under home page. Okay, then coming to the logout. So what does this logout will contain? It will contain logout button and everything. So now we are going to checking the login functionality. We are going to checking login functionality. The scenario here is checking login functionality, right? So then followed by home page. What exactly this home page will contain? Checking electronics tab, electronics link available. Okay, electronics link available or not. So then what is the logout functionality is working fine or not, we are going to check, right? Checking logout functionality. So followed by we are going to providing the priorities. Okay, so here login functionality is a very high priority, right? Login functionality is a very high priority, that is P1 priority. So going to checking electronics link, this is also very high priority. Okay, this is also checking logout. Once I done using of that particular application, I am going to take the logout. So this is also fine. So these are the defined priorities. For example, there is some logo mistaken or something is there, we can take it as a high, low priority only, because it is not affecting our actual functionality, where customer can able to buy the product, customer can able to take the logout, customer can able to he is doing any kind of online transaction from that particular shopping application. Because of that company logo or because of that some spelling name, he is not affecting his functionality. Okay, so that's why we are going to provide the priorities as well here. This is how a test scenario report will looks like. Okay, this is how a test scenario report or template will looks like. Okay, so here coming to the test scenario summary report. Okay, I will show you. So as of now we discussed, this is how test scenario report will looks like. Okay, this is how test scenario will looks template will looks like. Let me add some color here. Okay, till the above test scenario template. So now I am going to write test scenario summary report. Okay, that is called as test scenario summary. Okay, this is called as test scenario summary report. Okay, this is called as test scenario summary report. So no border. Okay, this is called as test scenario summary report, what I am going to show you. Okay, I will highlight this with which color? Any color will be fine. Okay, okay, this is from this 11th row I am going to explain you about how that test scenario summary report will looks like. Okay, so as we discussed so far the modules, right? So these will comes here. Okay, so here the first column will be module name. Okay, the first column will be module name under test scenario summary report. So based upon that we are going to mention number of test scenarios. Okay, number of test scenarios, and also we are going to mention the priorities as well here, and also we are going to mention the priorities as well here. So how we can table here, I don't know, but I will show you here. Okay, so for example, if we can consider this is a login module. Okay, this is a login module. So total how many number of test scenarios here? For example, 30 scenarios. So for the home page, sorry, not for 30, so only 2 or 3 scenarios we can check. Okay, okay, we can keep it as 30 only, because there are some requirements where that login username field and password field are accepting. For example, if you are providing some special characters, we need to test that scenario as well. For example, if you are providing some spaces, we are going to test that scenario as well. For example, if you are providing all the integers, that scenario also we are going to test. So that's why I'm making it as 30, because there are multiple scenarios where we can write for login scenarios. Okay, so now I'm going to write a test, I'm going to count how many scenarios coming for home page. 30, for example, these are also 30. The same time there is one more page called as which one, cart page. Okay, cart page is one of the scenario. Then this one also having 30 scenarios for logout. Okay, for logout scenario there are some test scenarios, that count is 10. Okay, totally there are 10 scenarios for which one? For logout. Okay, totally there are 4 modules. Okay, totally there are 4 modules. Each module is having set of scenarios. Okay, so finally how many we got? Totally 100 scenarios we got for this particular functionality. What we tested? So for login we tested home page, we tested cart page, we tested logout, we tested. So totally 100 scenarios are 100 scenarios are coming. Okay, total. Okay, total is 100 scenarios, right? Okay, total is 100 scenarios. Okay, total scenarios here is 100 scenarios, means this will tell you about the summary, how many scenarios we have covered so far. This test case summary will looks like this one only. Okay, this test case summary report will looks like this one. Okay, means what is the module name, what are the different modules we are tested or we rated the test scenarios, once completed how many are for login testing scenario, and how many scenarios for home page, and how many scenarios are for cart page, and how many scenarios are there for logout. So we are going to mention the total number of scenarios, which means the summary. This is called as test scenarios summary report. And we have some priority also here. Priority column should be mandatory here. Out of 30, how many is having P1 priority? So likewise P2 priority, P3 priority, or P0 priority. Okay, each and everything will contain P0 and P1 and P2 and P3. Okay, there are total 4 priorities are there here. P0 means very high priority, P1 means high priority, P2 means medium priority, P3 means low priority. So based upon the test scenarios, for example 30 test scenarios are there for login. Among out of 30 scenarios, so how many are P0 and how many are P1 and how many are P2? Okay, so likewise we need to segregate for all the remaining modules as well. Okay, so here the main intention of this test scenario is which will helps to manage or to estimate the time required for test case preparation. This test case summary report will helps to estimate the time required for the test case preparation. Okay, if you don't have a time, if you don't have any time to write some test case scenarios or test scenarios, then we will go for high priority, low priority, and remaining we will do the ad hoc testing. Okay, if we after creating these test scenarios, if we don't have time, so if we don't have time means we are going to test the what are all the high priority scenarios first, what are all the medium priorities, and what are all the low priorities. If remaining, if any test scenarios are pending to be tested or writing the test cases, then we will do perform some ad hoc testing for the remaining test cases. Okay, for these test scenarios. Okay, this is how this test scenario summary report will looks like. Okay, this is how our actual test scenario report will looks like. Okay, the above yellow color is will tell you about the test scenario template. The below this yellow line will tell you about test scenario summary report. Okay, if we don't have time to write the test scenarios or to test the test scenarios what we written, we will take it as priority wise. P0 P1 mainly we will take, so remaining we will do some ad hoc testing where we are not following some process. This is about the test scenario summary report. Okay, so now moving to our paint application. So then what is our next under design phase? What is our next concept under design phase? That is our test cases, right? That is our test case concept. Okay, now I covered test scenario and test scenario summary report, right? So now I am going to discuss about test case or test cases. So here what exactly the test case means, please let me know from the live chat. Guys, please let me know from the live chat what exactly this test case means. Please let me know from the live chat. I am giving 2 minutes of time for you. Please try to interact with me. So far I have discussed test summary and test scenario and test scenario summary reports. Okay, please try to interact with me what exactly this test case means. Okay, Please let me know what exactly this test case means. The same way how Pooja and Ankita Patil, Sonali Gunjal mentioned, in the same way you can also mention your answer for what is a test case. Please provide your answer. I will give you 2 minutes of time. Okay, please try to interact with me, guys. Yeah, test case means what to test. No. Test scenario means what to test, Samir. So far, what we have discussed, right, by writing some test scenarios. So that is called as what to test. This Samir, yeah, this test case means that is different one. Okay, it has the test steps. Okay, this test case I will tell you, but I will really appreciating you for providing your response. I am expecting for remaining people also, the people who are watching currently. Yeah, test case means how to test. Exactly what Sonali Gunjal is telling, that is the correct answer only. And remaining also, Saurav Tripathi's vlog, test case means customer requirements. Yeah, thank you so much for visiting the channel, Saurav Tripathi's vlog. Thank you so much for your response and providing the answer. But here what the answer you have provided, that is not the exact one. Okay, which is not at all related to this test case question. Okay, so here requirements are different. Okay, based upon the requirements only we are going to write some test scenarios. Based upon the scenarios only we are going to write the test cases, right? Test case has actual and expected results. Satyananda Kumar, test scenario which has a set of preconditions, and not about test scenario, it is about test case I am asking. So how many of you know? Please provide your answers. Later I will discuss what exactly this test case means. Okay, come on guys, we are running out of time. Please, if not I will continue on explanation. Okay, so here I am going to tell you the answer. Thank you so much, thank you so much for your valuable time. Okay, we have to type step by step process to check any website, apps, softwares, etc. Okay, yeah, I got to understand what you are trying to tell. Thank you so much, Saurav Tripathi's vlog. Thank you so much for your time and your answer from the live chat. I am really appreciating the people who provided the live, I mean answers from the live chat. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Till now, if you have any questions or not, this is my final question. Anyone have any questions or not, please let me know, guys, because I am continuously speaking but I am not able to get if you have any questions or not. My intention is to get some questions from you, because no one will have don't have any questions. Okay, no one will not clear until unless they are getting some questions, right? That's what, anyone will have any questions, so please let me know from the live chat, because even if I am understanding also, I am also having some questions. Okay, when we do this testing, what when do we this testing means, there are types of testings are there, right? Lahore Trends, thank you so much for visiting the channel. So when do we do this testing means exactly what this testing means, what exactly? Okay, this testing means there are, yeah, Samir is dependent on the agile sprint duration. STLC depend on the agile sprint duration. No, that this STLC and STLC all are coming in the form of agile only. Okay, whatever we are discussing so far, by end of the testing we are going to use agile model only. Okay, this testing is done on manual side or automation side. Yeah, this testing will done by from, yeah, this testing will be done both on manual and automation side, because if you are testing an application means, if you are not using any automation tool such as Selenium or QTP, then that testing will comes under manual testing, where manually we are writing the test cases, where we are manually updating the documents, where we are manually writing the test scenarios, where we are manually updating the weekly status reports, where we are manually updating the daily status reports, where we are manually updating the test results, how many got passed and how many got failed, where we are manually updating the captured screenshots along with our tested documents, so that will comes under manual testing. Okay, so but automation means with the help of some automation tool you are going to test some Facebook application, you are going to test some Amazon application, you are going to test some online applications called Amazon or Flipkart. So likewise, if you are using some tool to test means, so that tool is going to test all your applications based upon the programming language, based upon the tool which you are using without manual intervention. That is called as automation testing. This automation testing and manual testing, these are two different testings are available under software testing. Okay, based upon the complexity, based upon the interest, based upon the enthusiasm, people are deciding which testing is better to go with. Okay, when we decide that we should do automation testing, yeah, there are some tests it is not possible to do automation, right? Okay, means after BBT, black box testing. Yes, yes. Yesterday I have discussed, right, Samir, about black box testing fully. Yeah, Sonali Ganjal, thank you so much for your question. Definitely you can ask me the question what you have before going for test case discussion from the slide what you are watching currently. Yeah, let me know, Sonali Ganjal. It will be always welcome if you guys are having any questions, so that the people who are watching currently, they will also get to know what kind of questions are expecting by the others. Okay, please you can ask the question, no issues. I am happy to answer you if it is known by me. Okay, please try to understand. I will try to provide my solution up to my level best. Okay, please, thank you so much, Samir. Please ask your question, Sonali Ganjal. Okay, we are running out of time actually. We started almost 1 hour 17 minutes back. Okay, yeah, come on, so that we will come to test cases and remaining concepts from test design. Later we will complete this test execution and test closure. With once this STLC got completed, we completed 80% of the manual testing point of view concepts. Okay, please ask your question, Sonali Gunjal. I am waiting for your question. If not, we will move to our actual discussion about test cases. Okay, please try to provide your question here. Your question about what, I have one question related with jobs in testing. Yeah, yeah, sure, you can ask, no issues, definitely. Come on guys, and also one important update from my side. So soon I am planning to conduct some mock interviews for the people who are planning to start their career from software testing point of view, whether it is for freshers or whether it is for experienced. I am going to conduct some mock interviews, so please keep that in mind. When I am going to start that sessions means once our channel is eligible for 1k subscribers, and also once our channel is getting popular by more people, so like how you people are watching today, at least 6 people or 7 people. Okay, so then only I'm going to conduct mock interviews. Okay, so here Sonali Gunjal asked what is the status of the jobs in software testing. Okay, so there won't be any doubt about software testing. Even non-technical guy will easily do this software testing job. Anyway, you have to start it from scratch level only. First, if you want to start your testing career, testing profile as your career means, first you can start with your manual testing job. Okay, once if you understand the entire process, how the teams or how the projects are working means, so then only you can learn parallelly this automation testing as well. Okay, so please don't go anyone, I am telling, please don't go directly to learn the automation testing. Please first learn the manual testings, so that you can understand what exactly it is happening inside the companies or projects, how the companies or projects are following this process, that is agile process or anything. Okay, yeah, better to go for manual testing. Okay, if you don't have knowledge about programming languages, first learn that programming languages, then only you can go for automation testing learning. Manual testing is not only required for this getting software testing job, you need to learn some programming skills as well, so that you can attend for both manual and automation testing skills. If you are attending for automation testing profile means, that interviewer will mainly focus on programming analytical skills and programming logical skills and programming writing skills. Okay, if you are going as a manual means, you need to concentrate only on the concepts what I am discussing currently. Okay, calls will be there, but better you can do some aptitude tests as well. Okay, that is AMCAT, right? So with the help of AMCAT or some site is there where you can write some tests. Based upon that score, they are going to provide you some job openings or job offers. Okay, accordingly you can join that particular company once if you score more than the cutoff marks what they mention. Okay, and also what we have had recession is going on. Yes, Samir, that recession is keep on going because it actually started on June month or May month, but it is not affecting much. Okay, there will be no issue. Okay, don't forget about recession and all. First try to learn the concepts fully and try to practice more, and then only you can go. Okay, recession will be there. Okay, it is not affected all the people who are working as test engineers or developers or any kind of software engineers. Okay, sir, I have done Java Selenium training. Yeah, then better, right? You can add that into your profile, and also you can add your project where you done during your PG or graduation. Okay, then you can update your resume. What are all the skills you have learned? Please update all those into your resume, and also please try to upload your Naukri resume. Okay, please upload your Naukri profile daily once in the morning times. If you don't do even a single day also, you are losing your uh, getting your job calls. Okay, please try to upload, for everyone I am telling, please try to upload your resume daily once, that is in the morning from 6:30 a.m. to till 9 a.m. before. Okay, after 10 or 11 a.m. if you are updating means there was no use. Okay, please guys, please try to understand why I am stressing these many times means the recruiters will catch your resume first in first out. Okay, first in first out. If you are updating your resume on time, so then directly recruiter is catching your profile. If the candidate who are updating their resume said mid afternoons or midnights, then there was no use. Okay, please keep that in mind. Please don't forget to update your resumes in Naukri daily. You need to update, and also please try to concentrate on other web portals also where you are going to getting the calls. Okay, means job portals, sorry, I mentioned it as web portals. Okay, so then here Raju E asked one question, that is, hi, I have completed my graduation BSc in 2009. If I do a course, can I get a job? Currently working in BPO sector from 10 years and there is no gap in my professional career. Exactly, if there is no gap means then you can directly go and learn the concept from the institutes where the institute is offering the software testing courses. Okay, if there is no gap means you can happily go and learn the course, but don't quit from the job while learning the courses. Okay, you need to do it parallelly. You can do your actual job what you are doing currently, at the same time when you have the time you can go and attend for the institutes. Okay, for classes you can attend. After completion of that one, you can update your resume means we will get to know whether this course is completed in by within next 2 or 3 days or 1 week. Before that only we will get to know. From that time onwards you can update your resume, so then you will get calls easily. So during your interview you can explain. Okay, you can tell him I have this much knowledge about this BPO sector. Since from 10 years I am working in this BPO. I have already handled these many teams. I know about all the process how these people are working. Okay, you can mention in that way, so that you will get some chances to get into software engineers or IT people jobs. Okay, and also you need to practice more. You need to learn the concepts what you are what you are learning, which should be in a proper way. And also if you don't have time means you can attend for the sessions on weekends. Okay, based upon your availability you can join your course when you are free, when you are feeling free, like Saturday and Sunday. If you are having leave means you can prefer those 2 days to learn the course, that is software testing tools course. Okay, so we will continue with our next one, that is called as test case. What exactly a test case means here? Here a test case is a set of preconditions. Okay, test case is a set of preconditions, test procedure, input data and expected behavior planned by the tester to validate a functionality in the system. Okay, so here what is a test case? A test case is a set of preconditions, set of test procedure, input data and expected behavior planned by the tester to validate a functionality in the system. In simple words, we can call this test case as what to test and how to test. That is called as a test case. Okay, for maintenance projects, for bigger projects we will go for test cases. For smaller projects we will go for ad hoc testing. No need to write test cases, but for some projects will require some test cases for effective applications. Okay, here we need to remember this. There are 2 points we need to remember. So here the first point what I am telling here is, for maintenance projects or bigger projects we have to write the test cases. If that projects are too small, then no need to write test cases. We can just perform the ad hoc testing by preparing some scenarios. And also, but for some projects will require the test cases which are effective applications. Okay, this is about test case. Here test case is a precondition, or it is a test procedure, or it is input test data and expecting the behavior. Okay, for example, if I am providing some my login credentials to username and password, based upon that only that application is going to behave. That one which that one only I am also expecting whether I can able to log in or not. Okay, that is the plan which is provided by the tester, and we are going to validate the functionality whether based upon my input what I am expecting that is behaving properly or not, means the functionality is going properly or not. In simple words, we can tell a test case is what to test and how to test. That is called as which one? Test case. Okay, so now I will show you test case template as well. So far we have discussed test scenario template, test case template, test scenario summary report, and also now I am going to show you test case template. I am getting confusion between test scenario and test scenario summary report. Sorry for that. Okay, so now I am going to show you test case template. Okay, now I am going to show you test case template, right? Okay, now I am going to show you test case template. Okay, so here this is till here what exactly we discussed. This is about test scenario summary report, right? Okay, this is about test scenario summary report. Okay, this is about test scenario summary report. So far we discussed about this line. Okay, let me write like this. So now I am going to discuss about which one? I am going to discuss about test case report, like how we discussed for test scenario report. In the same way we have test case report also. Okay, in the same way we have test case report also, means test case report. Okay, test case report, right? So now let me add some colors so that it will be easy for us, okay, to identify. So now I am going to discuss about test case report. Okay, in the same way how we have for test scenario report, in the same way we have the columns for test case report as well. So here I am going to define project name. Okay, the first column will tell you about what is our project name, and the second row will tell you about the module name, and the third row will tell you about who is created this and created date. Okay, like the same how we have for test scenario template, in the same way we have for test case also. Okay, in the same way we have for test case as well. This is about test case report. So now it will tell you about what exactly this test case report for. Project name is, for example, Flipkart. Module name is cart page created by Selenium Tech Automation. Created date is today date you can mention in these fields. Okay, so after that our actual columns will start here. Okay, after that our actual columns will start here. So here the first column here is test case id or name, we can define here id or name. Okay, it is our first column under test case report. Then test case description. Okay, it will tell you about your test case. Okay, this is for test case description. And the next one is for preconditions. What are the preconditions? We are going to define under this column called as preconditions. Then if there are any steps to be followed, what is this step number we need to define. And there are input fields like username and password, and also db username and db password, and also application URL. So likewise we can mention here, that is input fields. Okay, so then what is our next column here? Okay, it's not going to minimize, so no problem. Then what is our expected result here? Okay, after that what is our actual result? Okay, what is our actual result? What is our test result, whether it is pass or fail. Okay, and also there is one more column called test priority. Okay, so these are the different columns we can see, or we can find it from which one? Test case report template. Okay, these are all the different columns which are available for test case, which are available for which one? Test case report, right? Which are available for test case report. The first, okay, it gone, okay, no problem. The first column here is test case id or name. The second name will be here test case description. The third column here will be preconditions. The fourth column here will be step number. The fifth column here will be input fields. The sixth column will be here expected result. The seventh column here will be which one? Actual result. The eighth column will be here test result. The ninth column will be here test priority. These are all the different columns we have inside our test case report. So now, so here what exactly this test case description means? Okay, so here what exactly this test case description means which will explain what to test and how to test. Okay, this test case description will explain you about what to test and how to test, sorry. Yeah, here every step contain at least one action to be performed where the system respond. Okay, for every step we should not give the priority based upon the test case. We are going to test it once. Okay, so here what does this test case description means? It will tell you what to test and how to test. For example, I will tell here enter valid URL and click on submit button or login button, right? Enter valid URL and click on, okay, let me write here enter valid URL and okay, shift alt enter, right, to press enter from the, yeah, enter valid URL and click on submit button. Okay, I will tell you here. So if you come to preconditions, okay, if you come to precondition, what exactly this is here? If you come to precondition, sorry, this is step description, sorry guys. Okay, this one is test case description, means check login. Okay, check login with valid UN and password. Okay, username and password. First test case here is, my first test case here is checking the login functionality with valid username and valid password. So here what are the preconditions? Here what are the preconditions? Username should be present in the Google database. Okay, username should be present. Username, what are the preconditions here? Username should be present. Okay, should be present in database. Okay, whatever the application you are using, that database should contain your credentials. Okay, in the same way we have one more here, that is password. Okay, so now password, right? Password should be present in the database. For example, if I am using it for which one, Amazon, so my password and my username should be present in Amazon database. So this is my actual test case. So these are the two preconditions to test this particular scenario, that is check login with valid username and password. Okay, this is my actual test case. Okay, I am going to check login with valid username and password. So to do this one, what are the preconditions? First of all, the username what I am going to enter, that username should be present in database, right? So after entering the username, I am going to enter the password. This password must and should contain inside our Amazon database. Okay, so here step numbers I can define it like this is for step number 1. Okay, this is my step number 1. So in the same way, this is my step number 2. Okay, this is my step number 2. Okay, there are 2 steps. Okay, so now what are the input fields here? Okay, what are the input fields? For example, username we are going to enter, right? So what is the username? We need to mention here, that is Selenium Tech. For example, that is my username, Selenium Tech. Okay, so next, what is my password here? So these are all the we are going to enter, right? Password, what is my password? I am going to mention here Selenium 123. Okay, Selenium 123, right? Selenium 123 is my password. So next, what is our expected result? Okay, once if you provided the input fields, so what is that expected result? Means system should ask for username. Okay, sorry, I am making some mistake here. Okay, I am making some mistake here, sorry guys. So here step description, right? Correct only. Input fields means, yeah, okay, correct only, no problem. Username is entering inside that particular text field and password also entering for the particular text field. So now here what exactly this expected result here? Okay, system should ask for username, system should ask for password. If those two are not entering means, okay, if those two are not entering means it should ask. Okay, this is our expected result, right? So and what is the actual result? You can mention the same as well here. Once if it is working fine, then you can update the test results as pass or fail. So after that you can mention here test priority, what is the priority for that particular test case. Okay, so this is how the test case report or template will looks like. Okay, correct, right? Getting, guys? Are you able to getting my point or not? Please let me know, guys. Please let me know, guys. This is how the test case report will looks like. Please let me know if you guys are able to understand or not what I am discussing currently. This is how the test case template will looks like. Okay, the first column here is test case id or name. So where I am going to define like Google. Okay, Google Gmail login, that is test case 001. This is my test case id. What is my test case description here? Checking login with valid username and password. Okay, here the precondition is username should be present in the which one, Google or Gmail database. Your password must be present in the Google or Gmail database. Here is my step numbers. So what are the input fields here? Username and password. What is the expected result and what is the actual result? Okay, username input field, what is expected result? Username should be present in the database. So what is expected result? Username should be displayed, right? Username should be, I am writing this one as well for your convenience, should be displayed here, right? Username should be displayed. In the same way, password also should be displayed for second step. Okay, password should be displayed, right? So what is the actual result? Username displayed correctly. Okay, username displayed, right? Username displayed properly or correctly. Username displayed correctly, you can mention. Okay, username displayed correctly you can mention. So in the same way for password also we are going to mention that password displayed, right? Password displayed correctly. Okay, password displayed correctly. So then what is the test result for the first step, which means it got passed, right? Username should be displayed, username displayed correctly. Password should be displayed, password displayed correctly. Pass. Test priority is which one? P0, and this one also P0 means very high priority. Okay, very high priority. So this is how this test case report or test case template will looks like. Okay, this test case is for write test cases for Gmail login. Okay, write test cases for Gmail login. So if I am providing some check login with invalid username and password, check login functionality with username and password, I am going to write now. I am going to checking the, see, now I am going to writing the test cases for check login with invalid username and invalid password. Okay, invalid username and invalid password. So here what is our first step here? This is our step number 1 for the second test case. And here what is the preconditions here? What is the preconditions? What is the preconditions here? We need to define. And what are the input fields? Username, Selenium tick, sorry, I need to define here the wrong username this time because I am checking login with invalid credentials, right? If I mention till Selenium, okay, automatically it will throw some error. Expected result what? Username is incorrect, right? This is what we will get if we enter username as wrongly, right? Username is incorrect. If I entered password also, it will show me password is incorrect, right? This is the our actual, I mean expected result. Password is incorrect. Okay, password is incorrect. Okay, these messages I am getting from the UI. So then password displayed correctly or what it will show you now? It will show you appropriate error, means system will display appropriate error, will display appropriate, will display appropriate, which display appropriate error. Okay, it will display appropriate error. That is what we are expecting, right? If we enter wrong password and wrong username, okay, then we can make it as if it is, I mean it is, I mean we are checking for invalid scenario, right? So if these are correctly behaving means we are going to update. So if we are mentioning invalid username and invalid password means you are not able to log in. If you are providing invalid username and invalid password, you are able to log in means then that is a defect. Okay, at that time we can update this as fail. Okay, we can update this field as test results as fail. Okay, because you are entering invalid username and you are entering the invalid password. So during this time it won't allow you the to do some login functionality, right? So that is what this second test case is telling. Instead of this, even if you entered invalid username and entered invalid password also it is allowing means then there is a defect. Okay, then there is a defect. At that time we are going to raise it to your whom developer. Okay, so till now everything is clear guys, please let me know. We are running out of time. Okay, we have only 21 minutes of time. I'm going to stop this live session at 9 o'clock today. Please guys, if you have any other questions please let me know in the live chat. Please come on guys, if you have any questions please let me know from the live chat. Okay, please come on guys. Okay, till now everything is clear. I hope I am explaining each and everything in detailed way. Till now everything is clear, right? Till now everything is clear, I am expecting. Okay, if you have any questions also please let me know from the live chat. Anyone have any questions? No issues. Okay, after this what I am going to discuss I will tell you. Okay, you can also practice in this way by writing some test cases and by writing some test scenarios for any one of the product, or for any one of the mean, for example, if you are using chair, you can write some test scenarios as for that one. If you are using some pen, write some test scenarios. If you are using some bag, write test scenarios. If you are using some mobile, write some test scenarios. If you are uh, switch on the fan, so what are the scenarios you can write? For fan also you can able to write scenarios. For fan also you can able to write the test cases. This is the process how to write test scenarios. Okay, sorry, how to write test scenarios. At the same time, this is the process how to write test cases. These are the two documents where we are going to update all our details. If you are going to write test scenario, means which fields we need, I have already discussed, right? So this is our test scenario report from till to here. Okay, so followed by, this is about test scenario summary report. After finding or writing all the test scenarios, we are going to update this test summary report as well, test scenario summary template. Once this is done, I have shown you how to create a test case template. This is how the test case template looks like, and this is what are all the fields we have where we need to update for test case status manually. Okay, so and also we can also practice from your side, guys, if you have free time. Okay, so please guys, if you have any questions, please let me know from the live chat, no issues. So I am going to the next concept. Okay, so here in this so far what we have discussed, about designing phase, right? Yes, clear. Thank you so much, Saurav Tripathi's vlog. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. So please support our channel to reach 1K subscribers, which will really helps me a lot to upload more content. Okay, please guys, try to understand all my hard work, but my intention, my main intention here is to share the knowledge whatever I am having. Okay, so that is my intention. At the same time, I want to see you all people to get a good job. So that is my intention towards you people. Okay, so here what is our next one here? Test design. Okay, so far I have discussed about test design. So and also I have covered test scenarios, test summary report, and test cases, test case summary report. So now I am going to discuss about some techniques are there. Okay, before going to write some test cases or scenarios, we have some testing techniques are there. Okay, we need to know some designing techniques. Okay, so I am going to show you all the test design techniques or test case design techniques. If I want to write some test case, means there are some techniques are available. Now I am going to show you each and everything currently. Okay, now I am going to show you currently what are the different test case design techniques we have. I am going to show you. So now let me save this file, then I am going to open STLC desktop, right? Okay, okay, so now I am going to discuss about test case design techniques. Okay, before writing the test cases, we need to know what are all the different techniques to design a to design a test case. I am going to show you now currently. Okay, for that, so inside that, let me add one text here saying that test case design techniques. Okay, saying that test case design techniques. Okay, so here there are different design techniques before going to write any test case. Okay, so under that what is the first technique we have, we will discuss one by one everything. Okay, no problem. Let me draw from till from here bottom. So now I am going to add one text here that is called as first technique. I will tell you why we need this test case design techniques, but we will discuss first what are the different techniques we have to design these test cases. Okay, first one is, if anyone knows, please let me know from the live chat. That is equivalence. Okay, equivalence class. People all already heard about these techniques. Okay, please try to understand the concept one more time. Equivalence class partitioning technique. The first one here is equivalence class partitioning technique or techniques, not techniques, only technique only. Equivalence class partitioning. Okay, equivalence class partitioning technique. Okay, equivalence class partition technique. Okay, then moving to the next technique, that is called as boundary value analysis. This is our second technique to design a test case. Then what is the third one? This is called as decision. Okay, this is called as decision table testing. This is called as decision table testing technique. And the next one here is, okay, then the next one here is which one? Okay, then the next one here is which one? That is state transition technique. Okay, state transition testing or state transition technique, no problem. Testing. What is our next one here? Use case based testing. That is called as use case based testing. So these are all the different design techniques to design a test case. Okay, so here why we need to use these test case design techniques means, okay, why we need to use these test case design technique means to avoid the exhaustive testing, to ensure 100% requirement coverage area. Okay, to avoid exhaustive testing where actually it is not required. Okay, and also to make sure that 100% requirement coverage area, and also to find out a good defect, and also to minimize the count of test cases. These are the different test case design techniques which are introduced in where black box testing. Okay, these test case design techniques are introduced in black box testings. Okay, these test cases are introduced in what? Introduced in black box testing. These, okay, these are all part of black box testing. Okay, these are all introduced by whom? Black box testing. Okay, these are introduced by whom? Black box testing. Okay, these are introduced by black box testing. Okay, these are introduced by black box testing. Oh, sorry, I am not sharing my screen. Oh, sorry guys, actually I am writing at the back end. I thought like it is visible for you, that's why I am not sharing my PPT screen. Okay, so now you are able to see, right? It is not that one. And paint, right? Here I am creating actually the document. So here there are totally 5 test case design techniques are there. Under that, the first one here is equivalence class partition technique or ECP technique. Then the next one here is boundary value analysis technique. Then the next one here is decision table testing, and the next one here is state transition testing technique, and the last one here is use case based testing. So these are all the test case design techniques which are provided by the black box testing or which are introduced in black box testing. So to avoid the exhaustive testing, to make sure that getting 100% requirement coverage area, and also to get 100% of, or to get good count of defects, and also to minimize the count of test cases. These are all the different test case design techniques which are introduced in black box testing. The first one here is equivalence class partitioning technique, second one here is boundary value analysis technique, third one here is state transition testing, fifth one here is use case based testing. These are all the different test case design techniques which are introduced in black box testing. Okay, are you able to understand guys till this point? Anyone have any questions? Please ask me in the live chat. Come on guys, come on guys, if anyone have any question till this point, please let me know. So what I will do, I will cover till uh, boundary value analysis, so that we can discuss remaining 3 on tomorrow evening session. Okay, please guys, so far if you have any questions, please ask me from the live chat. Yeah, thank you so much, Vidyasagar, for visiting the channel. Thank you so much for all your love and support, and thank you so much for your response as well. And Saurav Tripathi's log mentioned what is the use of these techniques. So that's where, right, I have mentioned clearly to avoid the exhaustive testing, to ensure that we are getting 100% requirement coverage area, and also to find out defects, okay, effective defects, and also to minimize the count of test cases. To achieve all these things, with the help of these test case design techniques, we are going to write our test cases, our actual test cases. Okay, we are going to write all our actual test cases with the help of these test case design techniques. So why we are writing, why we are using these test case design techniques especially means to achieve the 100% requirement coverage, and also to avoid exhaustive testing, and also to find out a very good defects or effective defects, and also to minimize the count of test cases. If you don't know about what exactly this exhaustive testing and what is requirement coverage area means, I have already discussed about these concepts on our earlier live sessions about manual testing series. Okay, please check out those series if you want, so that you can understand everything in a clear way. Okay, thank you so much, Saurav Tripathis, for your question. Also you mentioned okay, yeah, sure. So now I am going to discuss about equivalence class partitioning technique. So what exactly this equivalence class partitioning technique means? As per the equivalence class partitioning technique, identifying all the possible input conditions to validate the functionality. Okay, as per the equivalence class partitioning technique, all the possible input conditions to validate the functionalities. Okay, for example, if you want to check the login functionality means, what are the preconditions? First, yeah, first what you need to do, you have to enter your username and password, right? So as per the ECP technique, so we are going to identify all the possible input conditions to validate that particular login functionality. So I can say here, to validate the login functionality means, with the help of ECP technique means, I can test whether that particular text field is accepting the numerical values or not. I can test whether that username text field is accepting alphabetical words or not. I can test whether that username field is accepting capital letters or not. I can test that username field is accepting small letters or not. I can test whether the username text field is accepting alphanumeric values or not. I can test whether the username field is accepting the special characters. I can test whether the username text field can accepting the empty spaces or not. I can test whether the username field is accepting the tabbing. If I tab, it is moving to inside the text field or not. Okay, so as per the ECP technique, we are going to identify all the possible input conditions to validate the functionality. Okay, whatever the possible input conditions we have discussed so far, so those we are going to divide it into some groups. While making a group, make sure that all the input what we are providing, that belongs to a particular group, it is providing some logical operations or not, okay, or logical output or not. So whatever the possible conditions we group, right, so all these possible conditions are produced in the correct logical output or not, we are going to test. So now consider one input from each group, preferably middle one we are going to test. Okay, so I will write it down here by taking one more paint application. Please give me time. Okay, I am going to save this one, test case design techniques. I will show you with an clear example. Okay, no worries. Okay, so now you are able to see my empty screen, right, with a white color. Okay, it is perfect. Now let me go to our paint application, so where I will show you. Okay, for example, I will consider for valid partitioning. Okay, I will consider for valid partitioning here. So the first partitioning is, I mean, where I am going to grouping all the input conditions to that username field. Okay, so here first let me draw a horizontal line here. Okay, so then I am going to draw one more line and one more line and one more line. Okay, so here first what we will discuss, first we will, so as I mentioned, lowercase alphabets I can mention here. This is one input condition, right? As we discussed, lower case. Okay, lower case. It is difficult to explain it from here, I guess, because paint is not supporting, right? Okay, no issues, let me make it like this. Okay, this is for lower case, and the next one is for uppercase. Next one is for uppercase. Okay, next field is for uppercase. Let me do the same for this one as well, so that it will be easy. So next, whether that username field is accepting numeric values or not. Okay, whether the username field is accepting numeric values or not, this is also one input conditions. Okay, numeric values. Okay, numeric values, and the last one is for which one? Special characters, as we discussed so far, which is accepting special characters as well, right? Special chars. Okay, special chars I defined here, so let me take it to here only. Okay, okay, this is for special characters, right? So now, so as we discussed, whether it is accepting the alphabet called A, the alphabet called A. In the same way, we have one more alphabet like till small letter Z. It will keep on go till the small letter called Z. Okay, so this is for lowercase letters. So in the same way for uppercase letters, what is our first starting letter? That is capital A. I will tell you in a clear way. Please concentrate on the subject here, please guys, which is really important for you during your interviews. So that's why, if my time extending also, I want to complete this at least equivalence class partitioning, so that we will discuss about remaining on tomorrow. Okay, so here till Z. Okay, now numerical values. So what exactly it is accepting? 0, right? First integer value is 0 here, and then followed by 1. So let me take it till, okay, let me take it till 0 1. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me take it till here. Okay, 0 1, and till, for example, I will take it till 10. Okay, I will take till 10. Okay, so then special characters means what? Star, we can define it as one special character, and followed by what is our next special character? That is hash. Okay, and likewise we have one more until, we will take it for exclamatory mark as well, we can consider it as special character. Okay, this is also one special character. So in this middle from A to Z, we have few more alphabetical, right? So what I will do, I will mention like this. Okay, till now we have few more are there till Z. Okay, till Z we have likewise for capital letters as well, A, and then B, C, D, and then for E till Z we have YZ. So till like the same, we have 2 and we have 3 and we have 4 and till 10 and 9 and 10. So till we have AND operator, till we have open parenthesis, till we have percentile special character, and till we have dollar special character. Okay, so likewise, so as we discussed, as per the equivalence class partitioning, technique identifying all the possible input condition to validate the login functionality, that is for username text field. So then we are going to divide so these into different groups. Okay, first group here is lowercase, whether it is accepting or not. Second group here is uppercase letters, whether it is accepting or not. For numerical values, whether it is accepting or not. So likewise for special characters also it is accepting or not. So based upon the input condition, it is producing the right output or not. Okay, based upon the input condition what I am passing to this particular text field, whether it is providing the right output or not. Okay, till z we can check. Okay, so in the same way we can consider it as one group here. Okay, we can consider it as one validation. So in the same way we can take, we can take for the next group for uppercase letters. Okay, in the same way we can take for the next uppercase letter, that is from A to Z, whether it is producing the right output or not. Okay, in the same way we can test with the help of numerical values also, whether it is producing the right output or not. If I enter the numerical values, means the group what we are considering, it is producing the right output or not. Okay, that is how we need to group all these into together for each and every combination. Okay, for special characters also it is accepting or not, we are going to test. Okay, so likewise it is also for special characters, right? It is also for special characters. So now these are all the valid input conditions to test which functionality? Login functionality. I can mention here login functionality. Okay, I can tell here login functionality. Are we able to see my screen? Yes, correct. So here it is for login functionality. I can mention here login. Okay, login, right? This is for login functionality. These are all the valid input conditions to test the login functionality. With the lowercase letters it is producing the right output or not, with the uppercase letters it is producing the right output or not, with the numerical values it is producing the right output or not, it is producing the right output or not for special characters. These are all the valid partitionings. Okay, these are all the valid partitionings. Okay, valid partitionings. Okay, valid partitionings. So there are some more invalid partitionings, right? So I will discuss about those invalid partitionings as well. So let me create one more diagram here where it will tell you about invalid partitionings. Okay, where it will tell you about invalid partitionings. Please guys, please like the stream. I am explaining you in very detailed way. Okay, partitionings. Okay, this is about invalid partitionings. So we are not going to consider all these invalid partitionings. So first we need to grouping the valid partitionings, then we are going to test for each and every group whether it is producing the correct output or not. That is about the login functionality. But as per the ECP design technique, we are not going to check with the invalid partitionings, which is not required at all, right? So now I am going to write it for invalid partitionings as well. So here this is for invalid partitioning. So what are the invalid partitioning here? So here that username will not be null, right? That username should not be left with null, means that is we are not going to left without providing anything inside that particular username field. Okay, that is called as null. And also this username is not accepting more than, okay, which is not accepting more than 20 characters, for example. Okay, this username field is not accepting more than 20 characters at a time. Okay, yeah, this username field is not accepting greater than 20 characters at a time. Here blank, right? Null means what? Blank, right? This username we are not going to left without, I mean with any blank. We need to enter something, that is either lowercase or uppercase or numeric values or special characters. Then only our login functionality is successfully completed. At the same time, the data what we are entering, it is not greater than 20 characters. That is, okay, for example, not greater than 21 means it is not greater than 21, or 20 is the last one, right? 21 or 22, something like that. Okay, if we pass like this, then your username is not going to accept. Okay, these are the invalid partitionings. Okay, these are the, we can consider as invalid partitionings for the group what we are testing here. Okay, so this is all about equivalence class partitioning. Okay, that is called as ECP technique. Okay guys, are you able to understand this till this point? Guys, I explained you in a very clear way with each and every example I mentioned you here. Please guys, at least now you can respond. Okay, now I am going to stop this session here. You can ask your doubts if you have anything. Okay, so I think this equivalence class partitioning is understandable or understood for you. If yes, please respond me in the live chat. If not, also you can respond me in the live chat, so that we can go for the question and answers session now. Okay, so today concept is completed what I came with, but now this time is yours. You can ask for anything if you have any questions, so please respond guys. Yeah, Saurav Tripathi vlog, thank you so much for your response. At the same time, Vidya Sagar as well, thank you so much for your response and your valuable time. Okay, and your valuable time here for spending the time. Okay, thank you so much guys. If anyone having any other questions, please feel free to ping in the live chat. And also I am expecting the response from Sonali Gunjal as well, especially she is asking more questions. Okay, thank you so much Sonali Gunjal. I am expecting this time from your end as well. Come on guys, if you have any questions, you can utilize till 2 minutes. I am going to give you the time till 9:08 p.m. or 9:09 p.m. sorry, it is 9:07 now, 9:07 p.m. now. You can ask your questions till 9:09 p.m. Okay, so that I can clear you. If you have any kind of questions, whether it is from technical or whether it is from non-technical, whether it is from getting the jobs, whether it is from attending for the interviews, whether it is from preparing the resumes, any such kind of questions you can ask me. I will be there with you for 2 minutes. I am going to clear you all the questions. After that we can close the session, and please try to attend for tomorrow session as well. Okay, so that you can easily understand. And also I am planning to complete this manual testing series session by tomorrow. By day after tomorrow we will continue with our actual automation testing concepts where we left it off on before starting this manual testing series. Okay, natural language processing, I don't have any idea about this one, but I will search for this one, what exactly this natural language processing. Okay, thank you so much for your question, but from my side I don't have any particular answer for this question. Vidyasagar, thank you so much for providing the information, which will help me a lot to search from my end as well if I get any information. But for sure I will update you on tomorrow session at the same time 7:30 p.m. And also I am requesting you all, please don't miss out on tomorrow session, which is these design techniques are very very important for you people if you are planning to start your career as software test engineers. Okay, so I hope everything is clear. Till you have one more minute of time, we can utilize that one more minute of time so that we can end this session. And also please try to support our channel, which is very close to 1k subscribers. And also if possible, please share all our videos to our friends or colleagues, so that they will also get some help from our channel as well. They will also get some knowledge from our channel Selenium Tech Automation. Once our channel reach 1k subscribers, I am planning to conduct mock interviews so that you people can interact with me directly via Zoom application with YouTube configuration. Based upon your suggestion, I am going to upload that video in our channel from YouTube point of view. Okay, so I hope no questions from anybody. If you have, please let me know. Yeah, thank you so much Vidyasagar, thank you so much for valuable subscription, which will really helps me a lot to upload more content which is useful for the people like you. Okay, please don't miss out any session, and also please watch all my content where I have uploaded earlier. Okay, if you did not watch it yet, so that you will get at least at any time you will get some help by watching any one of the video which you are looking for. Okay, thank you so much Vidyasagar for your time and for your questions what you raised during our live chat. Okay, so that's all it for now. I hope you people have a good night. Okay, thank you so much. Tomorrow we will connect with the same time at 7:30 p.m. If not at 7:30 p.m., I will come before 8 p.m. Okay, there will be some delay between 7:30 to 8 p.m. Okay, so that's all it for now. If anyone not yet liked, please like the live stream, which will really helps our channel to grow more in terms of subscription, in terms of watching hours as well. So please guys, please do a favor about this one what I am requesting. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for each and everyone. I am really appreciating the people who are really involved or participated during this live session. Yeah, thank you sir. I understood every concept from today's session. You teach very well. Yeah, thank you so much Sonali Gunjal. That is what my intention here is, because why I am conducting live session means I need to explain you properly. If I don't explain you properly, again I am putting you people in trouble to make some unnecessary conversations, like if it is not related to the actual concept. Okay, if I am discussing something means that should be in a proper way, where the end user like you have to must and should get my answer in a proper way. Okay, that is what my intention. I am not looking for any YouTube growth or something, but anyway our channel is near to 1k subscribers, so that's why I am requesting you all again and again. Okay, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much Sonali Gunjal. I hope tomorrow also you can attend for our session, so where I'm going to continue with our remaining techniques, and also I'm going to tell you about some important concepts from manual testing. So once it got completed, by day after tomorrow I am going to start our actual automation testing classes, where I have left it before this automation testing, I mean manual testing series, sorry. So I'm going to continue from where I left it, that automation testing classes, especially for beginners like you. Okay, so please utilize all these sessions so that you will understand what exactly this software testing, and what exactly this manual testing, and what exactly this automation testing. And also I have made one dedicated video about agile methodology, waterfall model, and also I have discussed many concepts like how to send extent reports to your team, or how to send your extent reports to your manager. Why means if you are sending some extent reports means that reports are not going to work in on their machines. So for that reason only I made one solution via our YouTube video. Please watch that video as well. And also I have made lots of videos. Okay, you can find very useful content, so that you can refer and you can learn something from my end as well. That is what my intention about conducting these live sessions. Okay, so thank you so much guys. Okay, have a nice day. Signing off, Selenium Tech Automation. Good night. Tomorrow we will meet guys on our live session at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for your support and love. Thank you guys. Bye.